Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiger Arcade, and I have got some exclusive information directly from Moog that I'm excited to share with you. They're excited to share with you. They have been working away secretly on a new product based on their users and audiences' experiences with the latest Moogerfooger plugin bundle. Something that people really enjoy about the Moogerfoogers in general is the drive stage. Something that gives more warmth, crunchiness, distortion, and so on. Well, with that being said, Moog has announced something that will give users more of a dynamic control over that drive circuit, presenting the MF109S Saturator. So what is saturation? The MF109S is a saturator. Well, saturation is a form of distortion that brings presence, warmth, and analog harmonics to your mix and possibly even your master. So we're going to try now using the MF109S within my DAW. I've recorded just a simple beat using the Boss DR55. It's a drum machine from 1980. It's pretty cool, very standard. It's one of the first, step writable drum machines. But let's try using different presets that Moog has provided for us and see what they sound like. It's definitely got a lot more oomph to it, that drive. Like I mentioned at the beginning, things that it can do is add warmth, distortion, crunchiness, kind of give it that punch. And it's useful for a lot of drums. That's a huge use for this. So I'm going to demonstrate a little bit more. Let's try another preset. It's like train music. Chugga, 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 chugga. Salsation. It's like running your music through salsa. Oh, that's cool. Let's turn off this to see what it sounds like dry. Something really interesting is you're going to get a lot of variation, I think, when you start to also change where it is in that signal path. Right now, I have some spring reverb added to the drum. I'm curious what this will sound like if I swap the MF109S to be first. Let's try it out. There you go. So now we're getting that reverb playing off of the MF109S. I kind of liked it a little bit better before, but that was just more of an experiment. Stereo glue. So that might be a good one when you're mastering. Punchy. Anyways, that's kind of a little example of going through all of the presets. So taking a look at the MF109S specifically, let's kind of play with these and see what they do to our sound. So this said that this was the envelope. You could definitely see a difference as you go positive or negative on that. Then you have a follow rate, slow, which is probably all influenced by this knob right here. That's a huge difference. Let's add it to fast, see what happens. It's like it hits harder all at once, the attack. It's almost like dialing down that attack, and it's just right there in your face. Okay. Yeah, this is all very interesting, and I think depending on what genre you're doing, tweaking some of these elements a lot is gonna really bring out your drums a lot more, or any instrument for that matter. You know, just kind of putting it on the spotlight, if you will, making it stand out more. Is it getting washed out in your mix? I think that this can really bring it out if you know how to play with this right and you don't want to distort your sound too much. I think you could be subtle about this as well. Noise. Okay. See that? That's pretty obvious. So it's white noise and red noise. That's pretty neat. That's pretty unique. Let's take a look at CV controls so we can use the interconnectivity with other Moog Foggers that we have in the bundle. I don't have any connected. I just kind of wanted to see what some of those connections were. Yeah, I love how we can save presets, you know. That's the perk about software. And then we can additionally change it from mono to stereo, the response, the tone. Oh, that's cool. Noise, mono, stereo. We can open up the manual and it'll take us to a link online. I've done that before. Cool. Let's try another instrument. How about some real drums? So here I have something else set up. I had played around a little bit with this before, and I thought this would be a really good example. I've used the MF109S as like my master channel. I've used it on individual channels. Let's hear what this sounds like, what I'm talking about. I'm going to focus just on the drums again so that you guys can get a better idea about what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to give you dry signal. And this is just some drums I recorded, and then I kind of chopped up the audio recording that I did. Okay, so you got that. Now let's add the MF109S. It's definitely more punchy. Let's play through some of these and hear how they sound. That one's punchy, that one's kind of nice. Ooh, that's a punchy one. There's that shaker maker. That's a fun one. Woo, man. You know, I kind of liked, what was it? Big Bite? So let's see how that sounds in my my mix with the rest of these. I might have to adjust these a little bit. So that's something else is I think if you also, were setting it up to be instead of read, you can do write, touch, where it will change it in real time while you're recording. I think that this would be cool to bring in, bring out for some variation while you're doing a song. Overall, I think that this sounds really good, and it's going to be really fun to utilize these in my songs to bring out tracks that are being washed out, give more punchiness and dynamic control to the sound of my drums. And I keep mentioning drums, but I think it's useful for a lot more things. I did play with it a little bit with some synthesizer as well. It's really up to you. Don't limit yourself to just one thing. Try out different things, see what works best for you. That's just a kind of a quick overview. I think it sounds great. So in conclusion, the MF-109S is going to be an exclusive gift that is free from Moog, available to all users who purchased the Mooger Foger plugin bundle, but only for a limited time. Keep that in mind, guys. I'm curious what you think about this. I think it's awesome when companies listen to their users, their audience, and then come out with these inspired instruments and software plugins, if you will. Let me know in the comments below. Like if you haven't already, subscribe. And lastly, I just wanted to give a special thanks to Moog for sending this product to me to share with you guys. So with that being said, we'll end on that note. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We will see you next time. Peace.